Hey, how's it going? I went to this superhero movie yesterday. You probably know him. It's a guy with an S on his chest and he wears his red underwear outside his pants. Yeah. What? He doesn't wear his red underwear outside his pants anymore? Pfft, what do you know about Superman? More than I do? Well, probably because I never watched Superman movies before. This is actually the first one I've watched from beginning till the end. Guess I just don't like those superhero movies where they are super strong and, invincible. Except for Iron Man. I usually don't do this, but I've always wanted to make a review about a movie or games. Don't feel offended if I say something bad about the Man of Steel movie, because it's just my opinion and I want to share it to you all. Most important of all, enjoy the video. And I was supposed to make this spoiler free, but there are so many holes in this storyline I just can't explain unless I mention them. So the first half of the movie will be spoiler free, and after that there will be spoilers. From what I understand, there has been a debate going on the internet whether the Superman movie is actually a good movie or a bad movie. Well, I've seen reviews online. People give it a 1 out of 10 and 10 out of 10. 1 out of 10, I don't think the movie is that bad. Really, the action was just amazing. The CGI was done very well, in my opinion. And well, 10 out of 10, I don't think that's a little too much. This movie is directed by Zack Snyder. He also directed 300. As expected, the action scenes were really nice. I think the action scenes are the highlight of the movie. With all the CGIs, the action was fast and powerful, but it didn't feel out of place. It was a little bit too long, but at the end of the movie I was quite satisfied. Also, I think he should have put a little more thought in the storyline. Moving on, Superman is played by Henry Cavill. Now, he's not a bad actor, but it could have been better. I think it just doesn't fit the Superman role. The way he flies around and like this. It makes me want to punch his face. Throughout the story you will see flashbacks from Clark Kent, from when he was a boy and trying to conceal his powers to hide his real identity. I think this all played well, very nice, because it reminds us that Superman has also been a teenager who has to grow up on Earth. But unfortunately, at the end of the movie, I don't see a lot of changes in the personality of Superman. General Zod, the main villain of the movie, is played by Michael Shannon. Now, I don't think he's a bad villain, but there are some villains out there who are just really badass, and you just want to punch his face. For example, the Korean villain in Olympus Has Fallen. Wow, he's really badass. If he gets you, you're fucked. Now, there's also a girl villain in the Superman movie, and I think she's way more badass than General Zod. The way she fights and moves around reminds me of Albert Wesker from Resident Evil 5. She's like awesome. This will include the first half of the video. The last half of the video will include spoilers. The first 30 minutes of the Man of Steel movie will be about the planet Krypton. It's the planet where Clark Kent, Superman, is coming from. Planet Krypton is going to hell. And no one can be saved except for one baby. Or no, one baby and a bunch of criminals. Now, why would they send a bunch of criminals to a spaceship to save them, but not their own kin? Who would do that? I don't really understand this part of the movie. Apparently sending a bunch of criminals to a spaceship to save them is more of a punishment than leaving them on the planet to die. Now, wrap your head around that. Now, at the beginning of the movie, General Zod and his army shoot a bunch of guys with a gun. Now, where is this gun? It was never shown later in the movie. So where did it go? If the punch was more powerful than the gun, why didn't they use it earlier and only use it on Superman? The reporter that falls in love with Lois Lane is also introduced in this movie. But I don't think that they should have put romance in it, because Superman only has seen, what, Lois Lane 3 times in the movie. The second time they saw each other, Superman is willing to risk his life to save Lois Lane, no matter what. Now, at the end, some buildings were destroyed during the fight with General Zod and Superman. But no one seemed to care about that. I mean, there must have been people living inside those buildings, right? But at the end, when General Zod falls through the ceiling in some kind of building, he threatens Superman to kill a family of 3. And that's when Superman cares about humankind. He's like, no, don't kill that family. What about the people who got killed when General Zod and Superman flew through those buildings? Even though I pointed out a lot of holes in this movie, I still enjoyed watching it. The music was done very well. A big part what makes the movie so captivating is the music. And Man of Steel did a great job on that one. And the science fiction action was all very satisfying. If you like Superman and you like action, this is the movie for you. The movie wasn't good, it wasn't bad. I would give it a 6 out of 10. And I hope you enjoyed watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Till next time.